All right, round 5 of Fade to Bracket. Let's do a brief recap of what happened in round 4. We had Blackened versus The Unforgiven. We unanimously went for Blackened.
Keep drinking.
And then we had Sanitarium versus For Whom the Bell Tolls. That was a 3-1 pick for Sanitarium. Nothing Else Mattered versus Fade to Black. It was unanimous, Fade to Black. And then finally, Master of Puppets versus No Leaf Clover. All of us went for Master Puppets.
So at this point, our bracket is the left half of it is quite different because than the official Metallica one. Sandman, once again with some suspicious bookkeeping, beat Seek and Destroy, even though Seek and Destroy on Facebook had 53% of the vote. But so another little asterisk on there, either someone fudged the numbers or it destroyed Seek and Destroy on Instagram. The next one was One versus Bells on the official one, and One won. And then, but the other side it's Fade to Black and Puppets were the winners there. So,
all right, on to round 5. This is going to be kind of interesting how this turns out. The first matchup is Blackened versus Sanitarium. Greg, you want to start it out?
No, I do not. This is actually the first one where Blackened's one of the choices, and I can just give the answer, have it roll off my mouth without breaking stride. And also, I wasn't prepared for this particular round of matchup, so there's that. I'm gonna still go with Blackened, though. I don't know. It's got kind of a little bit of everything. I mean, if I'm to really get in the weeds and get technical about it, I think one of the things that kind of separates Injustice for All just a little bit more from Puppets for me, as far kind of overall, is just that Kirk really kind of stepped up his game as far as creating the memorable leads on Injustice for All, and they gets kind of an advantage in that degree to that in that way. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Blackened.
I'm also going to go with Blackened. It hurts to say that because I love Sanitarium. But Blackened just has that drive that for me, especially as a drummer, it's hard to really compare against with a lot of their material. I miss the mellow part that Sanitarium provides, that kind of slow groove where you can sink into a little bit. But at the same time, Sanitarium also doesn't have that fire at your back feeling where you just got to keep going that Blackened does. So I'm going to go with Blackened.
All right. This is a real tough matchup. Zach and Greg completely agree with what you guys have said. And it depends if I want to go for I don't even know what's real life anymore. But I think I'm going to land on Blackened because of that. The whole song, beginning to end, just has so much power and energy. You have that amazing kind of breakdown part in the middle, which is so much fun to play and just resonates with me when I hear those tones. Not that Sanitarium doesn't have that either. Like, I use the middle part of Sanitarium as its strength in the last round. So this is tough, but I got to go for Blackened.
it's already decided, but I still don't want to vote. This is awful. It's just awful. But I'm going to go with Sanitarium. And I'm going to do it based, they both take you on a journey. It's hard to add anything to what has already been said. But I kind of feel like I have to look at it from a bass perspective because sometimes for these decisions in the fade to bracket, I feel like I have to represent the bass a bit. So the bass line for Blackened is pretty much the guitar line. It's not exactly the guitar line, but Sanitarium is just signature Cliff. You know, he's in tight with the drums. All the bass fills follow the drum fills. He doesn't follow the guitar exactly. He's following the drums, which is, you know, that's what Cliff did a lot, and Jason a lot of the time at the beginning followed the guitar as hard as possible. So to the point where I think James would like hide, he'd turn away, so Jason couldn't see what he was playing. So anyway, I'm gonna go with Sanitarium, but I'm not upset that Blackened won.
Agreed. All right. And the last matchup of this round, Fade to Black versus Master of Puppets.
Yeah, damn it. Master of Puppets. It said in the last round, Master of Puppets is quintessential Metallica. It is Metallica. It's heartbreaking to say that because I'm divorcing from my emotional connection to the lyrics of Fade to Black. The reason I wanted to name this band Fade to Black. But everything that Puppets presents, whether it's to me or others, the struggle with addiction that affects so many others, I feel what this song provides forces me not to be selfish in my own desire, and it draws me to this song for a lot of reasons. So there's my surprise to the band and to anyone else who knows me, Master of Puppets.
I am going with Master of Puppets as well. So I just look at, if I crossed out everything correctly on this list, then that tells me that at this point, so we're down to 3 songs, Black and Fade and Puppets. And those are songs that all form completely different purposes within their respective albums, which is kind of a testament to how critical all these elements are as far as making Metallica who they are. I think that's kind of cool in a way. My choice is Puppets in this case, and that's kind of because, you know, we got Fade. That type of song that's the type of song that makes Metallica really step out in front from some of their peers. But Puppets is kind of, that's like the rug that ties the room together.
Fucking A.
And it just like has, you know, kind of their more progressive, you know, elements, their tuneful elements, but it's also got their aggression to it. And I mean, it's definitely struck kind of more of a chord with me than Fade did to a very slight degree. So that's my choice.
I'm going to kind of also pick Master of Puppets. I've said this from the beginning, kind of like Zach said as he's texting. Master of Puppets is quintessential Metallica to me. Has all the elements that I want out of a Metallica song. Everything that makes Metallica Metallica is in that song. Not that it's missing in Fade to Black, but it's just all of them are out there in your face in Master of Puppets. I'm picking Master of Puppets.
I'm going to have to go with Master of Puppets, too. I feel like Fade to Black should have gotten a vote, but you know, Master of Puppets just has the extra push over the cliff. It goes to 11. You know, I think Fade to Black goes to 10.5. Master of Puppets has a writing credit to Cliff Burton. So, and now let me verify that Fade to Black does not. And scroll down. Wow, Wikipedia is pretty long. Fade to Black also has a writing credit to Cliff Burton, so you can't decide that way. But anyway, yeah, I think Master of Puppets, yeah, by just the slightest amount, gives you that little push over the cliff.
Yeah, and Puppets would have won with our 5th member vote also.
And this will take us to our final round, the final matchup that we've been waiting so long for. Blackened versus Master of Puppets. Wow.
The official matchup is 1 versus Puppets.
That's shocking.
So if it were 1 versus Puppets, I would vote 1 and I wouldn't have to think about it too much. But now it's Blackened versus Puppets. And, you know, how long have we been talking about this? For like, altogether, probably, I want to say like 6 hours, you know? And looking at it from all these different directions, not repeating myself, you can go back and watch all the other videos, wherever they are. But I still got to go with Puppets. Because Puppets has everything in a Metallica song. Every single thing. It has the clean part. It has the riffing. It has downstrokes. It has not that Blackened doesn't have a lot of these things, but I feel like the one thing Puppets gives you that Blackened does not give you is the clean part and the harmonized lead over that clean part. And I think it's just that one little extra dimension that exists in Master of Puppets that does not exist in Blackened, that I think is why Master of Puppets gets my vote and not Blackened, even though like Blackened has got to be one of my top 3 songs.
Absolutely.
You know, maybe top 5.
I want to
like I said, everything you know, you do this on a different day of the week and you could get a different answer. But I think Master of Puppets has that extra dimension. You know, it has the extra push over the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
It gets my
no pun intended.
Oh.
I know that was bad, Tim.
Was bad.
Okay, I kind of want to add on to what you were saying. Like, I think it's important to differentiate with this bracket that this doesn't have to be our favorite Metallica song. You know, we're looking at various different things. Like, you asked me my favorite Metallica songs. I still say Fuel, remember? Way back in wherever the hell that was. I say Fuel, Blackened. Those are like the first couple that come to mind for me, you know what I mean? But
I'm lost in the second round.
Thank you. One made it further, so in your favor.
He ran out of gas.
Yeah. He lived way too fast.
Oh.
I'm going to pick Master of Puppets, echoing exactly what you said, Tim. It has all the elements that make Metallica. But differentiating that from it doesn't have to be my favorite Metallica song. It's one of my top 3 to 5, kind of like you, Tim, with Blackened. But if I'm looking for what makes Metallica, it is all the elements in Master of Puppets. There's not a single one missing, right? Except maybe singing, like slow melodical singing.
Puppets. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to add that you guys haven't already said. Puppets it wasn't one of the very first songs by Metallica I heard, but it was one of the ones where I was like, yeah, that's the song. And with Blackened, I was more like, that's a song. Very good song.
Nice.
But yeah, no, Puppets has all the elements, and it's still got enough of kind of the default Metallica aggression to it. And yeah, there's no question for me that this goes to Puppets.
For me, I guess I'll be the bookend on this. Master of Puppets is Metallica, and Metallica is the Master of Puppets. Master of Puppets.
And our winner of Fade to Bracket is Master of Puppets.
Winner of the $10,000 award. Oh wait, this isn't America's Funniest Home Video. Sorry.
10,000 pesos.
I don't think that's a whole lot of money.
So the two of you out there that are watching this that are not related to us, please give us your thoughts, feelings, opinions. Whether you love this, you hated it, you want to see more of it, you never want to see this again. Tell us about it. Let us know. And please know our hearts are with all you guys during this crazy time of COVID. I remember freaking out kind of about playing a show that we had in March. You remember that, Zach? Just with all the news coming and all that. And I never would have expected it to be like how this is with music and the country the way it is. And, you know, thank goodness we have something like Metallica to bring us all together. And that's, I think, what makes Metallica great, bringing us all together. So thank you guys, and we hope to see you all real soon. We are Fade to Black.